Welcome to the Healing Insights 70-day course. Today we will finish mindset, which is step 3 of the 5-step process. We are on day 42. Today, my healing insight is know your leading energy. This healing insight shocked me because my entire life I thought that I was a masculine energy. But what I learned helped me to realize why I have been acting this way for all these years. This was another benefit of signing up for email newsletters that proved to be super valuable. There was a quiz that was included in the email I received from Tony Robbins to determine what your leading energy was. Once again, I convinced my husband that we should take the quiz. We did his quiz first. I read the questions to him as he mostly answered. I would answer ahead of him at times. When he was uncertain, I would kind of guide him to answer what I thought was correct. He jokingly said, "You don't know me." We went through the same questions to get the results of my quiz. We were both shocked with what our leading energy is. My husband's leading energy is masculine, and my leading energy is feminine. I always thought that his energy was feminine, and as I said, mine masculine. I was puzzled. I wondered, wow, did we answer these questions right? It just didn't seem right with the way that our personalities are, the way we interact with each other. I've always been bold and blunt and tough. My husband is extremely verbal, and he will stand up for himself initially, but he withdraws and he will shut down and back off. This is why it was such a shock once we were given the results. But there was an explanation that came with the results which really made total sense. It explained that a masculine leading energy would demonstrate feminine leading energy characteristics as a defense mechanism. The same was true for the feminine energy. It would take on masculine energy traits when that person felt threatened or thought they needed to be defensive. This was happening because my husband and I have not been communicating to one another correctly. We have not been speaking the correct love language to each other because we didn't have a clue. This explained why we were causing one another to go into defense mode when we were so upset with one another. It just became a habit. It is what we did during all the stressful situations in our lives. The fact that we did not have a coping skill to process and release the emotions that were holding us back and not serving us is what caused us to be in constant stress response cycle. That is why we appeared to be the opposite leading energy. I believe that I have been exhibiting this masculine energy my entire life because I have been defending myself or thinking that I needed to defend myself. I have been using the masculine energy traits as a guard with strained relationships, especially the one with my mother. Then this masculine energy just continued through my marriage and throughout my life. The fact that my husband and I were raised with a scarcity mindset didn't help matters. Because we came from that type of background, we didn't know anything different. So we had been experiencing and feeling all these survival emotions. The emotions had kept us in the stress response cycle. This led us to show signs of the opposite leading energy. I was just as confused as you probably are right now. I reread the explanation several times, but every time I read it, the facts just became more real to me. It confirmed that my scarcity mindset, my sense of lack, and being in chronic stress response cycle pretty much my entire life had placed me in the defensive state. I didn't know myself, so I guess my husband was right. I didn't know him. How could I? I didn't even know myself. Wow. Again, I felt like this information that should have been taught to me in school was never there. How necessary it is to know this type of information. To know when you're stuck in this chronic stress response cycle. It's no wonder my health crashed. It's a miracle that it had lasted as long as it did. I don't know if I should be mad or sad when I think of this. I have so many mixed emotions, but I was relieved that at least now I knew what my leading energy was. I was thankful that I understood why I was displaying features of the opposite leading energy. I was grateful to have this new knowledge. I am blessed to be able to continue to use the tapping meditation process to help me release emotions not serving me as they show up in my life. This will allow me to be my leading energy, so I can be the soft feminine energy that I lost years ago. Or maybe I never truly even had the chance to develop my leading energy. I recommend that you sign up for Tony Robbins' email newsletters. Better yet, take the leading energy quiz. You owe it to yourself. Find out what your leading energy is so you can find your true self. Discover who you really are. Be your true self. You are amazing, but you may not even know it. You may not even know who you are. Connect with your true self so that you can find the state of balance that you deserve. So that you can create a space to heal. So that you can live your full life. The activity, soul-searching questions, and daily challenge can be found in the workbook under day 42. Pause the video now if you need to print out the sheet for today or grab your notebook and pen. Activity. Discover your true self. Instructions. Look back at your childhood. List 5 traits that you had as a child. Look at yourself today. List 5 traits that you have as an adult. Compare the traits you had as a child to those you have as an adult. So you will have a worksheet to complete this. And once again, take as little or as much time as you need. Soul-searching questions. Look at the traits on the Discover Yourself activity sheet. How many traits do you still display that you did as a child? Why do you think there are similarities and or differences in the traits you display as an adult? How do you think knowing yourself will help you use your leading energy to heal and to live your full life? Daily challenge. Turn hope into action. Today we have a mindset challenge because we are at the end of the mindset. So here we go. Figure out what your leading energy is today. Now that you discovered your true self, go a bit further. Create a mindset based on your true characteristics. I have included a link to Tony Robbins' What is Your Leading Energy quiz. It is located in the PDF of this day 42. So what are you waiting for? Take the quiz. Until then, I will see you in the next video.